君と走り出そう願い事全部叶えてあげるあれやこれやと押し寄せたいつの間にか日常グッバイ
Everyone, welcome back to Manga Palate. And here's the thing. So last week, our good host, Manga Chef Isaiah, picked Dagashikashi, and that went awful. So this week,
it wasn't awful.
Oh, really? You did you listen back to what happened?
Yeah, it wasn't awful.
You didn't know half of the things. Come on, that was awful. It went awful because we didn't care about the show at all. To that point.
True.
Contrast, I picked something I remember liking, and I don't remember whether or not I was gonna like it still. And we rewatched it, and holy shit, I loved it more. I forgot how much I enjoyed this.
This is
is
pretty addicting.
This was a trip, man. What are we talking about?
We are talking about Nyan Koi.
Yeah, Nyan Koi. Thank you. Oh God. Cool. I just want to start with this. Like, actually, the story is just a couple of notes because I got some stuff about like its production.
You can start with the notes.
Yeah. Okay. So, there's I guess 4 principal characters, maybe even 3, if you really think about it, and they're voiced by like people who really did shit. Like it's kind of impressive. I mostly because you hear these voices and maybe you don't recognize them. I know 3 of them automatically like clicked with me really hard. So the main
Tsundere.
I don't even know who you mean because that's such a
Sumiyoshi.
vague Sumiyoshi?
Yeah,
I do know Sumiyoshi's voice actress actually.
that sounded familiar. I was trying to figure out who it was.
She voiced fuck. She did one of the characters on Sagi, you know that show about the girls playing mahjong.
Yeah.
She voiced the teacher from Okusama ga Seito Kaicho, Misumi Kei, and she's on Noragami. She's on a bunch of shit, honestly. But the thing I remember the best is the girls playing mahjong and the teacher from Okusama ga Seito Kaicho, because I really like Okusama ga Seito Kaicho. But that's its own thing. Sumiyoshi, actually, Kobayashi Yu, by which I mean Yu Kobayashi, is like hard and always above and beyond in every goddamn thing she ever does. I love her so much. She's Ichinose Nagi, the one who looks like a dude.
Oh yeah, she was a psych chick.
Fucking love her so much.
I think she has the best voice lines.
She has the best voice. Oh god. She did the Amazon in Arakawa Under the Bridge, the 2nd season. She did Lala Gonzalez from School Rumble. She did Kaede Kimura from fucking Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. I think most people know her from that role she did on Gintama, the purple-haired girl, Ayame, or something. I don't really know. I didn't watch much of Gintama.
Yeah, I didn't watch Gintama either.
But I mean, I remember Kaede, Amazon, and Lala a lot, mostly because I really like Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. It's like too much. I love her like way too much. He does so much good work. Yeah, but beyond that, it was fucking Jun Fukuyama who's doing the friend. You know, Endo Haruhiko, the guy who's constantly talking about stupid moe things.
Yeah.
Fella with the brown hair was like, here. This is kind of out of order, but it's mostly for him to recognize who I'm talking about. I remember when he says, "Oh yeah, I saw the cat steal a bra."
Yeah,
I remember
yeah,
him.
I remember.
Fucking love him.
Not the one that looks like Naegi.
You're right.
Hood.
The other guy does kind of look like
And he has a girl.
I didn't really think about it because I don't care about him. No, but Jun Fukuyama does so much work. He's Watanuki from all of the Holic things. He's fucking Ichimatsu on Osamatsu-san. He was Girl Sutcliffe on fucking Kuroshitsuji. He's the voice of the protagonist for the P5 anime. That's happening, whether we really care or not.
He's making money then. He's getting
He
work
does a
done.
lot of he does ends up doing a lot of like effeminate fellas. I have realized. I wonder what that says about his vocal quality.
He's good at it.
He's good at it, yeah, I guess. So yeah, there's more or less three principal characters. I argue four because Nagi never stops showing up for no fucking reason. I feel like it's because if you have Yu Kobayashi, like use her. She's great. She's awesome. God, she's so fun. But yeah, so there's Junpei Kosaka, voiced by Shintaro Asanuma. He did the male lead on Achikochi, and he was Suda from Seitokai Yakuindamo, and he's the teacher Takeru from Minamike, which Minamike had like 5 seasons. So I'm sorry if you have no idea what it is. It's another show of like, hey, look, three girls, goofy, they're friends. Well, no, in that one they were sisters, but the idea is still the same thing. Yuka Iguchi voiced Kaede Mizuno, who was on like Girls in Panzer, and she's on Index. And I wondered why I knew that name, and I looked her up, and yeah, I know why I know her name now. She voiced fucking Kurosaki Mea from the Turaru Darkness. And I was like, oh yeah, I have the music from that show where it mentions her name a bunch.
That's why she sounded familiar.
Yeah. And I already mentioned Ryoko Shiraishi, who voiced Kanako Sumiyoshi. Nagichi Nosi was voiced by Yu Kobayashi. God damn it, I love her so much. Haruhiko Endo was voiced by Jun Fukuyama, and the twins were voiced by Haruka Tomatsu in Japanese. Interesting note, because when I was looking at this stuff, I found this out. In English, the twins had two different voice actresses. But in Japanese,
they couldn't do it.
Yeah. I guess they just didn't have a lady who wanted to slightly alter her voice, or maybe they were like, they're twins, but that doesn't mean they have to be the same, I guess. I don't know. The opening was sung by Yui Sakakiba. Yui Saka... I wrote it right. Yui Sakakiba. It's called Nyanderful, which, fuck you. That's what we're doing.
That's the whole show.
Yeah.
The opening is really good, by the way.
It's so catchy. It has the chromatic step of like the bossa nova chords, like a major 7 to that weird half diminished ninth, and then to a minor 7. I'm sorry, I'm speaking in stupid music terms. I just really like the way that sounded. But
I wonder how many people will get that.
Our the group of people who are gonna listen to this, they get it. They get it.
You're right. They get it.
Get it? Yeah. Fun note. She is a seiyuu. She voiced one of the characters on Yotsuba, and she voiced one of the characters on Happiness. Not the main one, but like one of the main girls. And the ending theme was sung by Asami Imai. It's called Strawberry Amakatsu Setsunai Namida.
It's just Strawberry Fields in English, I think.
Maybe, because it's like strawberry and then the actual name in like the little tildes right next to it. And worth mentioning, another fucking Idolmaster bump. Asami Imai voices Chihaya in fucking Idolmaster. Also, she's the voice actress for Kurisu in fucking Steins Gate. You know Chris? The red-haired one?
Yeah, I remember Chris.
Yeah, that's also Asami Imai. And she was the teacher from Kiss Exist. So, wow. People. Like,
this show will go in the radars from 2009.
Yeah, it's from October 2nd, 2009 to December 18th, 2009. So, like, fall to the beginning of winter.
Yeah. But was it popular?
I don't think so, because I remember being I was still into anime at that point, and I couldn't name anyone who was super in on it. If anything, I only knew people who were like, "Oh, isn't that show with fucking Jun Fukuyama?" Like that's what I knew, and that was coming from Fujo's. Like it wasn't from everybody else. It was more like they were rapidly following that man who does the gay voices, and they're.
What's he doing? What's he up to?
Yeah, exactly. What's he up to? What's he doing? Where you going?
They get it.
That was kind of... They get it. I do like his voice acting. He's really good. But yeah, so I guess that's a brief overview. Also, the guy who did most of the work on the music is Shinsanobu Okawa. And by the way, this is the thing that I noticed. They keep using this one actual classical song throughout the show, and it's kind of funny. Bayer number 8. It goes like ba 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 ba. There's a lot of points where like the show tries to be goofy, and in the background they play like a really shitty version of Bayer number 8 to emphasize how goofy it is.
Oh yeah, like the embarrassing moments or
Yeah, and I
when he
think
turns
that's
to
super
bra.
fun. Yeah, no, I was more talking about, remember the cat training montage? Like that. That had that
Oh
had
yeah.
Bayer 8 behind it. We're going to start now because we can't just keep saying shit
You know,
and
yeah, we're
it
gonna
makes no
ramble.
sense.
Or we can talk about it later. Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when it comes up.
We should talk about the actual plot of the show, which is so Junpei finds out that he's been cursed with a cat curse after he visits the temple. And now he has to do like 100 deeds for cats.
It's not even that he visits the temple. He's like walking past the temple on his way home, and then he kicks a can and he goes, "I'm gonna get it in that trash bin." And instead, it breaks the head off of a statue, which it's like a Jizo, like a little spirit thing, to represent like a local god or whatever. And then it's a cat god, and cat goes, "You fucked up, fucked up, you messed up." And then he wakes up in the morning, and he starts hearing cats' voices, and he goes, something's wrong. Okay, okay." No, I'm just imagining things. And then the cats talk to him and go, "You're not imagining shit.
You've been cursed.
You've been cursed." You're right, it's 100 deeds. Although I don't know if they actually fucking count it off, because it doesn't really matter.
They
The
count on the
uncertain point-
first episode. They're like, no,
Yeah.
you got 99 more to go.
Yeah, but no, actually, I think that was more just to make the point of, like, he mentions the Hyakumonogatari, which is, like, the thing of, like, you sit around with a bunch of people, and you all have, like, candles, and you blow out the candles as you tell a ghost story, and that's sort of the point. You have, like, 100 candles for 100 stories. And he mentions that, he goes, "So I gotta do a bunch." Okay, and then later he goes, "No, I told you it's exactly like that." He goes, "Wait, so you meant literally 100, cat? Is that what you're telling me?" It's like, "Yeah, I meant literally 100. And he goes, "Oh, shit." And that's what leads to the "I have 99 more to go." Because he thought it was, like, just more, like, reference point, less than literal.
Yeah, he thought it was like, okay, I have to do a few good deeds. They don't go away. It's
Nah,
like,
they,
no.
yeah,
100.
literally meant 100. Fucking fantastic.
Alright.
Uh,
So the first episode is called The Ugly Cat and the Cursed High Schooler. We already kind of saw
Yeah.
the first part. But, the deed you have to do was, stop the molester or whatever from hugging cats or molesting cats.
well, the thing is, the cats don't like to be pet too much, and then there's someone who's doing a bunch of it, and then the cats go over to him and say, "Hey, help us out, please." And he goes, "Fine, I'll go do it." But who does he bump into?
The girl he likes, Kaede
Ah.
Mizono.
Kaede Mizuno, voiced by Yuka Iguchi. Yay! And she doesn't mean anything by it. She's a very sweet, albeit unaware girl.
No, she doesn't. She fucking climbs the tree. Because she really wants the cat.
Yeah, she doesn't think the cat hates her or anything. It's like, don't cats love being stroked forcibly? No, they don't. But I feel bad because I don't really want to bother you or anything. I think you should tone it down, though. And what do the cats do to force him to do it?
Oh yeah, so he's
But-
allergic to cats.
Exactly.
And they keep
So
walking
on top
closer.
of the fact that this is, hey, go help out cat, he's allergic to them. That's why he hates them to begin with. Oh, what a fun starting point. And then, yeah, what does he do? Come on, tell me.
So he just tells her, hey, stop molesting cats. Okay, cool. Bye.
No,
That
it's
was it.
better than that. Because the cats come up to him and he tells the cats, "Get the fuck off." And then she looks at him and he goes, "No, wait, not, I mean," and she puts the cat down and just leaves. Sad. That happens consistently. If there's one through line, it's that, man, these cats fucking suck.
They keep
Fuck
talking.
you, cats.
They know the humans can't understand, but they keep talking. They're so annoying.
I love it. I love it that the thing he hates the most is just gonna keep following him and go like, hey, come on, hey, and anything he says just makes him seem like a lunatic who just talks to cats, because the cats meow back to him, but he speaks to them in fucking human language.
How do the cats
So
understand him? No, whatever.
It's magic. What did you want? What did you want? Did you want further explanation than ghost magic? Because you're not getting one.
It gets kind of dumb.
Oh, kind of dumb, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say it started the dumbest it possibly could for where we were going. Oh, jeez. But yeah, and that's kind of the first episode.
Yeah.
It's just mostly set up.
His Lucian's just seen the girl he likes and what he does, basically.
Yeah. Can I just say, I love that the opening has everybody. Like, I know that you usually do that for a ham anime, but like, man, if you're like, I wonder who that person is, I feel like the opening just tells you everything already. If you have even a brief knowledge of what harem manga are like.
Did it?
Yeah, kinda.
I don't think it did for the twins.
All the chicks who are even vaguely into him get like a full screen thing where they zoom into specific body parts.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, come on, buddy. Come on. I remember that. I was just like, oh, I forgot it, like, emphasized certain parts of their physique so much. Jeez. Well, alright, fine. It is what it is. It's not High School DxD, but, yeah. And this is what I mean by, like, hey, you were like, Dagashi Kashi kind of has fan service. I feel like this is when we're just there. We're there.
I still don't feel like it was that much.
I
The first
feel
episode...
I feel like it was an average amount, but that says a lot about harem manga.
Yeah, it was average amount. I'll give it that.
Yeah, and Dagashi Kashi had like almost nothing compared
because
to.
Because we watched stuff like High School DxD and like.
I was just saying, probably because we watched stuff like Kiss Exists and Monmusu and Rosario to Vampire, where it's like, all right, that's kind of a lot. But comparatively, this is an average amount. But Dagashi Kashi has like almost nothing vis-a-vis that, you know?
Yeah. You know, the whole show has nothing, but you can watch
the
first episode for that.
It's fun, though. It's a fun nothing, I guess. Nyankoi is, I mean, not Dagashi Kashi.
Oh, okay, I was about to say. Because Kashi was...
I'd like to bring it back to our previous point of York Peppermint Patty. I don't fucking care. But yeah, okay. So episode 2 is Sumiyoshi shows up.
And she's wearing the dark paint and the colorful hair.
It's Mamba. It's a style of like dress. It's like, you know, gyaru is a thing where like girls dress kind of flashy.
Yep.
Okay, so it's like that, but there's like different subsets of that. It's an aesthetic and just kind of a vibe. You know how like sometimes people in America go for like Art Deco, and that means a specific time period of like architecture, like fucking BioShock is really Art Deco. You know what I mean? Like it's certain, right? People have fashion in that way. You know, like mod culture has like a certain.
Gothic.
Exactly. So this is like a sub branch of one of the like larger groups of gals. Mamba requires like a lot of really, really intense makeup, and it's about really colorful hair. So her skin is like really light compared to how it looks when she's just coated in makeup.
Yeah, her legs are like pale. Face is Mamba.
Face is nuts. I like that they make one joke there where I was like, that's such a specifically stupid joke where he says Yamamba and she goes, not Yamamba, Mamba, because Yamamba are old woman demons.
I didn't even realize that.
It's like goes Yamamba, and then she goes Mamba, asshole, and he goes, no, I know what I said. I was like, that's a good one.
That pretty much describes her character too.
Yeah.
She's just always harassing him.
Yeah.
He's like, why don't you like me? Don't you remember what happened in our childhood?
Well, no. I mean, what I think is really fun here is that she's super good friends with Mizuno. Like, really good friends. Yeah. To the point where some of the later developments are entirely hinging on Sumiyoshi's feelings about her friendship versus Takashi has a crush on. there's the part where meets the cat because this is gonna be the thing. Cats are gonna ask him for shit. He's gonna have to do it. And the cat goes, "Yeah, go on."
He's like, remember that good person? I mean, there's this good person around school. It's always been taking care of me. I want you to say I appreciate them before I leave the school.
And say, "I love you."
Oh,
and
I love you? I thought it was really appreciate.
No,
Okay.
It says, I love everything you've done for me, and I love you. Because the cat straight up said, "Ski des." And he goes like, I mean, alright, I'll give it a shot. And then he's imagining what kind of girl it would be. And there's little boxes, and one of them says, "Mature glasses girl," and the other one says, "Pure student council president girl." Fucking love that that's just what he thinks of. It's like, kind girl, older, around my age. And then he just imagines two very vague figures.
They can only be the student president, class president, or like a mature girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we both knew who it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I wrote this. I don't even remember exactly why I wrote this, though. I love Endo. I think his friend said some really dumb shit. Oh, I remember now. His friend was like, another flag has been raised. Okay. That's a pretty fair way to go about this. I was like, I love you, you weird, effeminate man. Keep doing it. Keep appreciating what's going on back there.
Anything else happened in that episode?
Well, I mean, she drags him around the school all day during the little school festival, because she sees him talking to the cat, and then he pretty much says, "Please don't tell anyone that happened." And after dragging him around the whole day, and very obviously seeing how much he likes Mizuno, because the second he sees her, he's like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going? Yeah." And he just
flashes in his eyes.
Oh, fuck yeah, it's amazing. He like straightens up so hard, you like watch him sprint ahead just to kind of talk to her. It's amazing how obvious he is.
He does that for the whole show too.
Oh yeah, it's great. That's what I mean. Like I usually like the first girl winning is pretty boring, but like this kind of reminds me of Ai Yoshi, where the guy started married. I don't know what you thought you were gonna do. You weren't gonna win. There was no point. Ai Yoshi starts with a dude getting married to a girl he's in love with, and then he can't tell anyone that they're married. So then a bunch of girls have a crush on him, and he just goes, "Yeah, okay." It's like the entire show. And that's how I feel about this, where like he's clearly into Mizuno, doesn't give a shit about anyone else, and there's no hiding it. It's plain as day.
Yeah,
so
I feel like he has some feelings for Yoshi.
Sumiyoshi, I feel like they're more like good friends, because every time he thinks about it, he goes like, "Man, you were always really cool to me." He might think she's cute, but that's because she is. Which, by the way, let's get to that part, because I fucking like they're having takoyaki, and she mentions how she's upset that all he ever does is focus on Mizuno and not really give a shit about anything else, and how he's a jerk to her. And he goes like, "Why are you mad at me? I've done so much for you today." And she goes, "You don't remember? You don't remember shit, do you?" And then she gets up and walks away. And that's about the kid thing that you were going to talk about. So tell them what happened in their past for the fucking kid love flashback.
I think it was just he had a charm or whatever, a cat charm, and then he looked like he threw it out or was giving it to another girl, and then she cried and got mad at him, and then never talked to him again.
Well, no, she ran up and smacked him in the face, and ever since then they've been mad at each other.
But then she realized, oh, it's still at his house. Well, he tells her it's still at my house.
Did he realize, or did he just say that because she cries and says, "You know what? You remember when you gave away that gift I made you? I made it for you." And then like he goes, "Wait, what are you talking about?" He goes, "Yeah, you don't remember shit." And then like somebody drops water on them by accident. It's the friends, Endo and the other guy. I just can't remember why they dropped the water. All they say is sorry, didn't mean to. And then they like, yeah, go on.
I think it's for the festival.
Like, what were they doing that they were throwing water out the window? I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah,
They never
yeah.
explained
See
it.
my point? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they didn't, and that's what I mean. But I don't know why, but yeah, it just happens. So then, like, Sumiyoshi sort of runs off because her makeup is falling off and shit, and then he follows after her, And when he gets to her, they like sit down and have a moment. And then this is one of the first punch you in the face. Yeah, no, this is the kind of show we are. They show that because their shirts are white, it's very clingy and see-through now that it's all soaked up. And then he just goes, oh no, oh jeez, and throws his jacket on top of her.
He also says that she looks so much more pretty without the makeup on and stuff.
Yeah, it says, I mean, I think you look nice without it anyway. And then Mizuno shows up, thinks that they were having a lover's spat, and then takes her away to go get picked up.
And be a maid, because that's what they're doing for a festival.
Yeah, that's their classroom festival thing. Can I just say, when they have Sumiyoshi dressed as the maid, and like everyone cannot recognize her because of the amount of fucking makeup she wears, that made me laugh.
And the one guy says, "Oh, I didn't realize you had so much a gem in our school." Oh wait,
Yeah.
it's a demon. What?
Yeah, yeah, that's fucking. Oh, isn't that great? Can I just say, beauty mark, fantastic. Also, when she starts yelling at everybody, Yaeba, so even more points. I like dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
And then the cat gets to leave. Fuck you, cat. I'm glad this is over. Remember what he tells her? Remember the exact words he says? Because how else was I gonna hide from this?
No.
I can tell how cats feel.
Oh yeah.
That's
Keep
all he
saying that.
says to explain why he was talking to the cats. And she goes, that sounds dumb as shit, but alright.
You could tell that this cat really appreciates me.
Yeah, it's just like, bye-bye, cat. And then he just goes,
Oh, by the way,
that cat loves you.
he can't tell people that he has the curse, or else
Right.
he'll be
Well,
the
I mean,
cat quicker.
it's part of the curse, right?
It's a dumb plot.
It's
Alright.
a stupid curse thing. Yeah. I don't know what you expected when our first sentence was the man is cursed by cats and can speak to cats. I don't know if you expected this to get any smarter. Or like, no, it's dumb. But that's why we're doing this, because this is still fun. It's so stupid and pointless, and I still like it.
I love it.
I know, I like it more than I thought I was going to. Because I remember watching it, like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was like, this is fun, I like this. But, like, over time, a lot of my memories of it faded. I remember a couple of things here and there. And rewatching this, I was like, oh, shit, no, this is way, way better than I thought it was. Or at least that I remember.
I
That's
think it
great.
has some layers too. Like, there's
It's
like
got-
the love harem.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the triangle thing going with
But
Mizuno
they like
and...
respect. Everyone respects Mizuno.
Mizuno.
Yes.
You were closer the first time. The second time you named the fucking Danganronpa girl.
Yeah, I feel like everyone like kind of respects her. Like,
I would
oh,
say
yeah,
that
he
they're all
likes
like
her.
very good friends. Like more so than anything else. Like they normally in harem things they're always watching chicks try to stab each other and stuff. Like just going nuts, hating on each other real hard. And in this one, it's like it kind of reminds me of Kanojo ga flag wa oraretara, where in Kanojo ga flag wa oraretara, what they do is they go like, oh no, you can hit on the guy, and they go no, you hit on the guy, and it like lasts for 20 minutes. And it's kind of like that, where in this one they're like, oh, you like him. Oh, but I like him too. But you're my friend. Shit. Where do we go with this? And I think that's fun, because most harem things don't do that. But yeah, alright. So that's pretty much episode 2. And episode 3 introduces...
Shizuri Moshizuki. How's that?
Close enough. Mochizuki is the correct last name. The first name was a bit off, but hey, it doesn't matter. I have this to say about her. Man, if they don't just emphasize how she's older all the goddamn time. Like every other thing is just shoved in your chest in his face. It's like, geez,
Look at how
show.
mature she is.
Yeah, look, she's mature. And it's like, come on, stop it, Joe.
She's
no,
in college.
no, every single time. Yeah, she's a third year in college. Do you remember why she started the job? Oh, by the way, she's a mail carrier. So she kind of like shows up in bits and pieces in episode 1 and 2. You just see her wandering around going like, ah, shit, this sucks. But if you see the opening, you know she's there. So you know she's gonna have to be part of it eventually. And for this third one, she's a mail carrier who gets lost all the time because she has a terrible sense of direction. But yeah, do you remember how she got started into this mail carrying thing?
I thought it was she just needed money for college.
That, partially, yes. But do you remember what the main thing was when he asked her, why did you start this job?
It's because she wanted a better sense of direction.
No. Although, that again, that was the thing she says at the top. But she goes, but what she said was, when I was younger, the guy I had a crush on used to do this. I started doing this. I started enjoying the way I could connect everyone and get to know everyone better by talking to them on a day-to-day basis and also sharing their mail with them. And then she also says, he had a really nice ass. And I was like, that's, wow, okay. That's,
Yeah. She just
we're
said
going. Yeah, she just straight up says, like, can't eat, nah. Like, he's had a nice ass.
no filter.
And I was like, wow, not even kind of like feeling weird about that, saying that to a teenage boy, no? And she just keeps touching him and shit. It's amazing how often she, like, rubs his head and goes like, ah, you little bastard. Or, like, hugs him and just shoves his face in her chest.
So much.
She's really really handsy lady. I'm surprised. She barely knows the kid.
I guess she really likes him for showing him around. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but then, like, when she leaves, it makes it even more ambiguous because she says the thing of, like, I should have acted cuter. Oh, well. And then, like, he walks away. I was like, wait, did you mean... Really? Really, lady? You just met this kid. Whatever. Forget it. He's a nice kid. I'll admit that. He's a great guy. Comparatively to everyone else we've seen so far.
Yeah. I was gonna say Mizuno, but no.
Does Mizuno count as a guy? I was gonna say.
I just said every character.
No, every guy we've seen so far.
Uh,
We've only seen his friends.
okay.
And
There's
I
not
guess,
that many guys in this show.
yeah, there's his friends, and there's the scumbag priest who goes to cabaret clubs to go hang out with hostesses and spend all the money he should have for the fucking temple.
And all the guys from Nagi's family.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But like that's not even in that by then, because now that's episode 4. That's when we bring that up. Which, by the way, episode 4. Do you have the title?
A beautiful person.
Yeah, my fucking best girl of this entire show finally shows up. You're the one I wanted to see. You're awesome. You're fun. I actually wrote here episode 4, best girl Nagi about goddamn time, like in very big capital letters.
All right,
And
you want to
when
talk
I
about
look at
best
this,
girl?
I go, why did I write this? Why did I write that? But this is how I feel. Cause goddamn it, if there's every other scene she shows up in, it's fantastic.
Okay. I guess I'll save that for later. You could take this one.
Fucking goddamn, I love her so much. It's great. So like, your Mizuno is incredibly athletic, as it turns out, because you just watch her do sparkly athletics. When I say that, I mean she like does a high jump, and then they re-show it from several different angles with sparkles all around it, showing how beautiful the jump is to everyone. She tends to work out with the track team. I can't tell if she's on the track team or not, because they say she has to go to practice, but she doesn't consistently go to practice, so whatever. I remember later they mentioned that she's always helping out people in different parts of the school, like on the different athletics clubs. I guess maybe this is just that. Don't know.
I
Point
thought they
is,
called her senpai, so I thought she was like the captain.
an older student. Yeah, that's not wrong. That like saying senpai just means you're an upperclassman. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're like in the same group.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah. So fucking Izuno does that, and then you could just see Nagi standing there going like, "Man, that was really cool. You're awesome." But you've seemed different lately. Are you okay? She's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He goes, "Okay, fine." Then Junpei goes to class and he finds a love letter, or what he thinks is a love letter, in his desk. He runs to the bathroom and he actually just straight up says, "Is this a love letter?" Like his voice changes, and there's like really good acoustics in the bathroom for a brief moment. He rips it open, and no, it's not a love letter. It's a letter of challenge, which is dumb. Who still writes shit like that? It's all fancy and like scripted shit. And he goes, "Meet me at this beach. I will wait for you." And he goes, "Fuck that." Rips it up and flushes it down the toilet. 3 days later, Nagi just bursts into the room and goes, "Hey, you, Kosaka Junpei, I have to talk to you." He goes, who are you?" Mizuno shows up and says, "Oh, hey, great, look, it's, Nagi. By the way," Nagi runs up to Sumiyoshi and goes, "Hey, you're pretty cute." You know what? You're like, nice mole, really pretty eyes, such luscious lips, great tits, and then just like gropes her,
Yeah, I don't know why he keeps doing it.
fucking rocked out. Of course, she gets her shit. Get your shit rocked. That's what you deserve. It's equal. It's fair play. And what I like about that is that Mizuno shows up after the fact, after Nagi's like knocked out on the ground. Goes, what's going on? Why are you here? He goes, "I'm here to challenge you. You were supposed to meet me 3 days ago." He goes, "Oh, that was you? I just flushed that down the toilet." And I like this, that Nagi makes an aside and goes, you're not supposed to flush stuff besides toilet paper down the toilet because it can really clog it up. But more importantly, you were supposed to find me. I waited for 3 days. I waited there for 3 days. Which is like, holy shit, you just sit there? Oh, that's awful. As it turns out, Nagi caught a fever because she was standing in the rain for 3 days like an idiot. God, I like that so much.
She comes from like a manly background, so
I wouldn't even just say that. It's that they take her to her house and it's a fucking Yakuza base.
yeah.
It's actually just a Yakuza base. Like, they use all the Yakuza terms. They say Gumi, they say Gokudo, they fucking, like the way they talk with hard-rolled R's because they're tough guys. It's amazing. Also worth mentioning, back when Sumiyoshi knocked fucking Nagi the fuck out, and Nagi said, "Hey, I want to fight you for Mizuno." I don't really know why we would fight for Mizuno, but okay. That fucking Sumiyoshi has a moment where she imagines, like, wait, fight over Mizuno. So does that mean if Junpei loses, then... And she imagines Nagi carrying Mizuno, like, on a helicopter stairway, getting carried off into the sky. Where Junpei's just on the ground sad, and then fucking Sumiyoshi shows up and goes, "You can be with me for forever." He goes, yes, I will. And then like cats laugh around him in a circle, and I go, I don't know what the fuck any of this was about. What the hell was that? And I'm laughing because the cats had like weirdly human faces when they were laughing. But yeah, it's and then like cutting back to fucking Nagi and Junpei just yelling at each other while Sumiyoshi's like going, I don't know why I thought that. Why did I think that? That's horrible. Oh, that's awful. But so they take Nagi back to her house, and it's a fucking Yakuza base. It's straight up Ichi no Segumi and like dudes with scars and tattoos and shit. And also, Mizuno really loves Yakuza. They mentioned that in the first episode when she's like buying a DVD about a bunch of Yakuza movies. But like, man, she gets so hyped when they go to the house and it's Yakuza. She's like so excited. She gets into like a movie role and stuff. But they're not Yakuza. At never point would we call them Yakuza, even though they're exactly like Yakuza down to the goddamn T. Oh, fuck, I love that so much. Also, Josephine the hype-ass pimp cat. Yeah. I love Josephine, the hype-ass pimp cat. He has a hard-ass Kansai accent. It's great. It's great. And so he gets to the house and he meets Josephine, the cat. Is a male. And goes, hey, how's it going?
Like a female.
It's a really pretty
yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, he goes like, you're a dude named Josephine. He's like, brah, like tons of stuff happens. Don't get hung up on it. More importantly, I need you to do me a favor. What do you want, cat? Well, you see, the person who takes care of me, Nagi, they got it rough. This is really rough for them. And they've had many a broken heart. And I was just hoping maybe you could do something to fix that. And then he thinks back, he's like, Nagi wanted to fight over Mizuno. Does that mean he loves Mizuno? Maybe that's it. I don't know. Wait, isn't he already in love with somebody? Buddy, I don't think you understand. And that's when the neat butler guy, whose name I never got. Did they ever say his name? He's sort of like the head of all the Yakuza guys who like is
I thought it was her
Nagi's butler. Is it her dad? No, because her dad is like the actual master of the entire family. Because they mention like, no, Nagi used to see her dad get hit by lightning. Like the butler says something different. I don't think it's her dad. I can't remember, and I didn't write anything down there. If anything, what I did write was those guys have a scene where they get a letter from our mail carrier older lady friend, Mochizuki, and they just keep like crying and saying "aniki" and hugging each other passionately. And I was like, yeah, that's the end of a lot of dumb Yakuza things. I like that. Oh man. So Junpei goes into Nagi's room because they want to have a chat, and Nagi says, "Hey, we're gonna fight over Mizuno." He goes, I don't know if we're really gonna do that. Like, I don't get it. Why are we doing this exactly? And Nagi says, "Mizuno's been sad lately, and it's your fault. Fuck you. So if I beat you, you're gonna have to leave her alone from now on." He goes, "I don't really know what you're talking about. Also, if it is my fault, I'm sorry, but..." And lightning strikes as she's ready to wreck him with a fucking Volcon, like a wooden sword, and then she collapses to the ground like a coward. Which, worth mentioning, earlier when Nagi was yelling about having a challenge, they do that background thing where like lightning strikes, right? But if you rewatch that scene, Nagi ducks and like cowards out the second lightning is present. Technically foreshadowing that later she's a huge coward against lightning. That's cool. And yeah, so coward's out because lightning scares the living shit out of her.
And then she
And
falls on top of him.
she throws herself at him because she wants to, like, I guess, receive comfort from someone. Like, please protect me. A horrible, horrible nature. But yeah, and then he pushes it back and goes like, "Dude, get the fuck up." "Oh, wait, you're not a dude." "Oh. Oh no. Oh, this is weird. You're not a dude. Wait, are you a girl that likes girls?" He goes, "I don't like girls." "What are you talking about?" He goes, "I thought you had a thing for Mizuno." And that's when Nagi says the thing that's part of the reason I love her so much. "I don't love Mizuno the way someone loves someone romantically. I love beauty in all of its forms. I love the beauty in others that I wish I had."
Beautiful.
That's so good. I love that so much. I love the beauty that I lack in myself. That's fucking great. Also, we're gonna cut to fucking Mizuno and Sumiyoshi bathing with a lot of shots. We're gonna sit on this for a good minute while they're having a chat, and that's where Sumiyoshi realizes that well, she gets told by Mizuno that Nagi's actually a girl, and they're like, "I thought they were dudes." "Oh no. Oh, this is weird." Well, I mean, it can't be that weird, right? They get out of the shower and they're like changing, and then the butler comes over to tell them that he has their clothes ready, and he hears them talking. It's like, "Yeah, but like, doesn't that mean a guy and a girl are in a girl's room all alone? What if they're already doing it?" It's like, "It?" And the butler just freaks the fuck out and goes, "I didn't really think about that. Oh god, no. Oh god, no." And he just runs. He goes, "No, that's awful. I can't just let that happen." Oh, jeez, that's so good. And like, meanwhile, Nagi was getting super pissed at the idea of being seen as a guy, where she mentions that part of the reason she keeps being manly and all that is because she feels that no matter what she does, she'll never really be feminine, and that when her first love called her a guy, that's when she just gave up on love itself, and that's amazing. That's a lot. And then being terrified of lightning, Nagi just goes, "And I bet you're gonna mock me now." And then fucking Junpei just does the thing that every other harem protagonist does. He does the nice thing and says, I mean, there's no point in making fun of you. Everyone's afraid of things. I'd be a dick if I did that. And it doesn't really matter. If you don't really want to tell anyone, you want to tell anyone. And I know you don't really like me much, but if you need someone to lean on while you're freaking out and shit, you'll always have me, broski. That's pretty much how he puts it. Like, he uses very relaxed, friendly language, but she interprets it completely differently.
She thinks that she's like the best in the world.
Yeah, she thinks he's basically saying like, "Rely on me for life," and she just ducks out of the coffin where she was the sarcophagus where she was hiding, and throws herself on him and asks what kind of girls he likes and stuff. Which at that moment the butler finally came in, kicks down the door, crushing Junpei, and goes, "Nagi, are you okay?" And she just throws him out the fucking window and asks if Junpei's okay. Where after that, everyone bails. So Mizuno and Sumiyoshi get a limo ride home, and fucking Kosaka Junpei's just gonna walk home, while Josephine, the hype ass pimp cat, walks on over and says, "Hey, can I tell you something?" He's like, "What?" I'm sorry I couldn't really help you with the thing you wanted me to do. I don't know how to help your master in the long term. And Josephine just goes, man, you dumb as hell. You don't understand what happened. But you'll understand soon enough. And then the cat just leaves. And he goes to school the next day. And Nagi's in his class, despite the fact that Nagi's a year older than him. And is actually just grabbed someone's desk and forcibly put it next to him. And is rubbing up on him and goes, yeah, we're together now. This is happening.
She was like, oh, I see. Or like, aren't you like a year older than us? And he's like, so I am. And then she just keeps staring at him to the end of the episode.
Just stay. Fucking great. I love her. Okay. That's like, that's so good. And you know what's even better than that? The next episode when they go to the fucking
Carnival.
when they go to the amusement park. More like the amusement park. Sits down and has a chat with him and goes like, all right, so I know that I feel you know Mizu no longer, and I feel sorry for her. I know I brought you here to either choose between me and Mizuno, but like, and I feel sorry for her because I know you're gonna choose me. And he goes, yeah, no, and she just lands on the ground, and he goes, well, where'd you go? Are you gone? She's like, no, I'm just down here. You hit me pretty good there.
She said,
they really got me. Yeah, she said nice. She says the words "nice punch" in English.
Yeah. Oh, she uses a lot of English stuff.
She uses a lot of English. That's part of what's so fun. Goddamn, something about like screaming "beautiful" is so funny to me.
Even
Alright,
Junpei says like, why is that in English? Whatever.
Yeah, and Junpei, why are you talking like that? And she just keeps going. It's like the second she leaves him, when she gives him the tickets, and she goes like, "Yeah, I'll see you then," or you. And then he invites Mizuno so that they could go. And Sumiyoshi just invites herself because I'm not going to let you get alone time with Mizuno. I know you like her. Fuck that. Fuck that noise. And then you just watch Nagi run off, see a girl grab her hands, beautiful. Then run off, see a different girl like, and just laughs as she jumps away, which is like, shouldn't you be in class? Should you be doing anything? Anything constructive besides this dumb bullshit? No, you're not. Fine, fuck it, whatever. It's cool. I get it.
Alright. So the episode is called Times Square. And they actually didn't really do anything for like the cats at all. There was no cats in that episode. They were just hanging out at the music park. And they go on a couple rides. Oh, one ride was they were going on a roller coaster and what's her name? And Mizuno was trying to like get him away from. No, I'm not Mizuno.
Sumiyoshi was
trying to get away from Mizuno.
Oh my god, good job.
And they were like, "No, wait, you're the 5,000th customer. You don't have to sit with Junpei." Yada yada yada.
No. That was So look, Nagi brought them all there, but then after he turns Nagi down, Nagi says, "Alright, fine, fuck it. I can't be with you. That's okay.
Yeah,
and I know you like me,
together.
so I'm gonna double down and help you out." And that's another thing that I'm like, she got shot down, but like every once in a while she'll throw her hat and go like, no? Alright, fine, fuck it. But I will help you. Because what I want is for you to be happy.
But yeah.
And like I like that about her.
She gets her henchmen. Oh, the whole park is run by her apparently. And her
It's part of her family. The Ichi no Segumi.
yes.
Which, oh jeez. Every time they use Gumi or like fucking the hard R stuff, I'm like, wow, you're clearly Yakuza, but we're not gonna say anything about that, huh? Just never gonna bring that up? Never gonna bring up how she's basically a Yakuza princess? No? Okay, fine.
And the cat was the butler.
Yeah, he's the mascot character in the suit.
And then during the roller coaster ride, he just keeps getting punched by Sumiyoshi. Cause she's like, "Yeah, this is fun. Yeah."
Yeah, she's one of those people who, like, when she gets excited, she does a lot of exaggerated motions, and then she just keeps, like, hitting down, and it just happens to beat the old man on the head repeatedly.
Yeah. And then they go to this haunted house. And so like you said before, Nagi's trying to get Mizuno and Junpei closer together.
Mizuno?
Mizuno. I'm gonna pronounce the name right one day.
You're gonna say Mizuno every time till we're done, aren't you?
We'll see. Um. So yeah, she tries to get them closer together. She brings away Sumiyoshi, and they have this little moment where Maizono is super scared of the haunted
Yeah,
house,
I
and
love
is
it.
like on top of Junpei. And then they come back and they're like, "What? What are you doing with her?"
You're forgetting from so they were like in adjacent cars on a Ferris wheel. So
I didn't forget.
was
That was the last part.
no, I mean like so what does it look like they did? They were just freaking out
No, I
because
was
they
talking
were
about the
with each
haunted
other.
house, not the roller coaster
Ah.
yet. I mean the Ferris wheel yet. But yeah, they end up going to the Ferris wheel after that, and then Junpei stands up in the Ferris wheel.
Oh shit. I'm sorry.
So then he starts like falling down because of weight. You know, she's on the opposite end, and then he's on top of her, and it looks like he was kissing her, and they're like, "What the fuck? What is he doing?"
Because they're adjacent so they could see everything.
So they break it up by Yoshi's calling Maizono's cell phone, and yeah, that just breaks the moment because you know they have to keep it going,
Oh man.
and that was episode 5.
More or less, yeah.
And then episode 6 was Milk Bitter and Sugar and Spice. That's what it's called. Oh, at the end of the episode 5, he ends up walking down the street like
Past the temple where he always goes.
yeah, and then he sees this girl come out and is like, "Aren't you cursed by cats?" And he's like, "How the fuck do you know that?"
What she says actually is, I see the shadow of a cat on you. And he goes, what the fuck does that mean? Wait, does she know? And then Mizuno's behind a car hearing both of this.
And she gets super afraid, like, "What? He might be cursed by cats? Oh no!" And then so the start of the episode 6, they explain it like, "Oh, I'm actually part of the temple." And
Her dad is this old gross ass monk who goes to cabaret clubs.
yeah, and that's their daughters. Oh, it's 2 of them.
Yeah, you didn't mention that they were twins. You just said her.
I'm sorry. So in the beginning of episode 6, he gets a confession from, I think, Noir. It's hard to tell. And
Named her cat. It's Akaria Kotori. Kotori's the black ribbon. She's the one who confesses to him, and Akari's the white ribbon-haired one who doesn't like him all that much. I like that you called her the cat's name, because her cat's name is Noir.
whoops. Okay.
So, I know, it's a lot of different names, but like
Yeah.
something's really funny about like, that girl, the cat. That's I guess when you think about it that way, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, so Tane confesses to him. And then he gets the love letter, is like, "Wait, does she like me?" And then it cuts the other twin, Kari, and she's like, "Give me that love letter."
Hold
There's
on,
no
hold
way
on,
you
hold
could
on,
love me.
hold on. Can I just say something? I know I'm interrupting and I apologize, but I wanted to say that. I want to say this.
What?
You got that one right.
Yeah.
That's the first name you've gotten right this entire time, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Good. Continuing.
Okay.
Continue.
And then so yeah, she rips up the love letter, is like, "You can't possibly love my sister, blah blah blah. Or my sister can't possibly love you." And he's like, "Wait, what about the cat curse? How do you know about that?" And then she's like, "Meet me at the temple after school." So he ends up going to the temple, and then she explains like how she was the daughter of the old man who runs the temple, and she's more spiritual than other people. And then her sister comes in and is like, "Wait, what? Her sister?"
So
Oh,
the
okay.
thing is, she says, I know you've been doing weird stuff with my sister, and he goes, what the fuck are you talking about? And then she shows her the imagination diary that her sister was writing making up a fantasy relationship with the guy. And
Oh,
then he
yeah,
goes,
that's so
I've never done any of that shit. What are you talking about? And then their sister shows up and goes, what are you doing? And she goes, well, I'm trying to protect you from him because he's clearly a gross scumbag. But, like, I mean, I don't... And then she just slaps her shit. Do you remember what happens after that?
Nope. Oh wait, I think Noir comes up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when the cats come up, and then Noir is like, you see that cat Tommy over there, the white cat? We used to be together, but we were separated when their parents divorced. The two twins' parents divorced, and
Actually,
they're not friends anymore.
that,
And now they
that
want
you're
to be
right. That
friends
the
again.
cats did that, but that happened before this.
It was around the same time.
It was before, because when they have the little fight thing, he ends up taking a bad hit. They set up the cat problem before that, and then the girls have their little fight, and then he helps out the girls, and then he goes back to helping out the cats, because the cats are secondary at this point. I feel like, despite the fact that this is like, hey, go do things for cats, like, we just skip the cats quite a lot.
Yeah.
I
it's
mean
more
the
about
show, I
characters.
don't mean you and I. The show really skips the cats. It's more just like window dressing after a certain point. But yeah,
Yeah.
they set up the problem with the cats before the girls have their fight. And then when the girls have their fight, Akari is running away. She's like crying because she's upset that she just wanted to help her sister, but it wasn't exactly how they wanted it to happen. And she's about to fall, and Junpei just eats shit instead of her. And then she lands on it. She says she's really sorry. Kotone shows up and, goes on the ground and goes, wow, you are a disaster. And they come back up after he's okay. They go, are you fine? He goes, yeah, I'm fine. They go, what do you even like about this guy anyway? And Kotone says, he is an incredibly, incredibly misfortunate. He just oozes disaster. I love it. Which is, man, oh, that's so good. He's exactly like Mero from fucking Momlasu. But then, yeah, it comes back to fixing the cats. Because the cats are having a fight.
I like the way she has like disaster. Like she's just crazy about people who have disaster about them.
Yeah, she's weird. I like it.
And she gets weirder.
She just gets weirder.
I think that'll be like later on when they explain
Yeah.
like their whole backstory. And yeah, the cats get back together because Junpei's like, don't you remember the good times when you walked down this road? And they're like, yeah, I do remember. Oh, and Mizono's dogs come up and they like threaten them.
Now I feel I can't because every time you say my soda, I actually think of the girl from Danganronpa. And I'm like, huh, that'd be a very different show, wouldn't it?
Mizono.
Mizono.
Alright, Mizono's dogs come up
Whatever.
and they threaten the cats.
I get it. I know what you mean. I get it.
And they threaten the cats. And what was it? Tama's like, I'll protect you, Noir. And then he carries out like, no, I can't protect you. Noir is like, I'll protect you. And then the thing happens again where they're talking about their memories, and Mizono's like explaining. What was she explaining? I forgot.
She was just talking about maybe stepping out sometime together, and he's trying to listen to her, and then because the cats are yelling, she keeps going on and on about the school trip they're gonna have and all the other shit, and then he yells, "Shut the fuck up!" and then she thinks he's talking to her, and then the cat's like, "I'm sorry," and she leaves, and he goes, "Oh no," and I wrote here, yells at Mizuno again because cats are shit heels.
Yeah. They don't realize that one human could understand them, I guess.
I think they do know. They just they continue about themselves and not realize that they're sort of confusing him with everything else. But yeah, so she runs away and runs into Sumiyoshi, who when she talks to Sumiyoshi is like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel really bad because I might have like upset him." And then she goes back and beats the shit out of Junpei. along with the 3 dogs jumping him.
Yeah, because the dogs understand how their master feels.
Nagi also comes in and beats the shit out of him for making Mizuno cry. What I like is that earlier the girls went into the twins, Akari and Kotone, went to his house,
Hmm.
like for a couple of minutes, and then like you can see the mom and his sister, because he has a mother and a sister. They like to make little background comments, but they're not super important. They see him talking to girls. They go, "Do you believe girls came to our house?" Yeah, he's starting to get popular. Maybe we should make Sekihan, and then he leaves. Sekihan's like this red bean rice that you do whenever somebody has a really big moment in their life. So like he leaves, and then like at the end of the episode when he's at home, he's eating sekihan, and they just look very happy. They're just smiling at him, and he doesn't say anything. He just goes like, "All right, fucking whatever."
And they're always pushing like, yeah, they're together now.
Yeah,
Mom and daughter.
they went on an
Oh, the
overnight
school
trip to
trip.
Kyoto.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, which by the way, I love that there's a cat with a hard ass Kansai accent when he shows up. So he goes to Kyoto on a school trip. At the beginning he like bumps into the male lady again, and he's carrying a bag where he's hiding a cat. And she says, "Are you going somewhere?" Oh, well, no, it's more like they're walking past each other, and he says, "Hey, you didn't say anything." She goes, "I didn't want to upset you if you were going to bail town." He goes, "I'm not bailing town. I'm going on a school trip." And then the cat meows from his bag, and she goes, "Is that a cat?" He goes, "No, no, I'm gonna go now." And he just goes. He gets the cat to fucking Kyoto, and then like the cat's like, "Thanks for bringing me here. I'm gonna go stay with a friend for a while, so I'll see ya." And he goes, "All right, fine." And he goes on the trip, and he tries to do things with his friends, but every single time he tries to do something, a cat shows up and says, "Hey, you're Junpei, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." "Why do you know my name, cat?" I'm not even from here. What the fuck?" He was like, "Oh, do you know that guy you brought over? Yeah, he's been telling everyone about you and how you understand cats and shit, so we just need to, we need your help." Every goddamn cat in the entire city shows up repeatedly to ask him for things.
Oh yeah,
Like,
like the
"Hey,
way
I'm
they
hungry.
ask them.
Hey,
They're
I've
like,
done this." Go on.
they're like, aren't you that guy that's allergic to cats and is doing good deeds for cats? He's like, who told you that? That was
Yeah.
Tama.
Well, no, it's not Tama. It's the other cat. Because he calls Tama on the phone and goes, "Hey, that cat you made me bring here. What the fuck?" Which, by the way, the fact that he has to talk to a cat over the phone is amazing. He calls up the twins and he goes, "Hey, could you go get Tama for me? I know this is going to sound stupid. Please do me a favor." And they go, and one of them is holding the cat, the other one's holding the phone, and he's talking to the cat over the phone. It's like, "How do I find that fucking cat I brought here?" And he goes, "I don't know where he lives, man. As a matter of fact, oh, while I got you on the phone, you mind bringing me a souvenir?" "Fuck you, cat." He just like hangs up. It's like, what a day. But yeah, and then he goes to bed because they're all staying in the hotel with a nice little overnight trip. And while he's taking a bath with the guys, they split the baths into men's and women's sides. And then every guy is pretty much trying to peek through the really shitty bamboo wall to see if they can see the girls.
Bathhouse scene.
Everybody loves that. Every old slice of life for him thing has to have a moment when somebody's trying to watch girls bathe. It's
And
just,
then it ends up horrible.
And it ends up bad, because why wouldn't it? The cats that he helped when he first got here show up, and they go, "Hey, you know what? You've been good to us. I didn't know you were staying here. Here's a tip. If you go look through that part of the wall, there's a really big hole there. You can see, like, everything."
How did none of the guys... Whatever. None of the guys saw that hole?
Yeah, how did
Really?
none of the guys see the hole that is the size of someone's face? I don't... But it doesn't matter, it doesn't. Because what matters is that he does... I don't know if I should do that. It's bad. Bad guys do that. And then... But, like, if I don't take the advice of these cats, I might get cursed words. And it's like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? You know what? Whatever. And he goes, and he tries to peek, but he falls forward, and the entire section of the wall comes down, and the girls just fucking slaughter him for it.
Didn't it say mixed bath and then girls bath?
Well, what he says is, I thought maybe this was a mixed bath. No, it actually has 2 sections. It says bath, men's, women's. It's just that you go through the same door before it divides. And he just said, "I don't know, I thought it was a mixed bath. I'm sorry." And they beat the living shit out of him. Oh, so good. Well, they're walking around, and he goes, "Oh God, I have to find that fucking cat at some point." And he hears a cat outside. He goes, "Oh God damn it! Well, I do have to help cats, so whatever." Steps outside. There's a cat that's like looking for its father and asking for help. And then he goes, I'll go help the cat." He tells his friends, "Hey, I'll see you guys later." Sumiyoshi and Mizuno really, really want to hang out with him, but like they also notice that he says he has to do things all the time, and he looks tired because he's been doing nothing but fucking helping out cats all day for 2 days. So they go, they see him. Sumiyoshi picks up the kitten, says it's an adorable kitten. Fucking Mizuno and Sumiyoshi play with it. Junpei just goes, "Okay, yeah, I gotta help the cat." And he goes, "Is it lost?" "Yeah." Then the cat that he brought to Kyoto shows up, and he goes, "It's my son." And then the cat and the little kitten have like a family reunion.
Oh wait, forgot the point when Sumiyoshi said, "Oh yeah, he must be feeling the cat again." He understands it's
Yeah.
lost.
Oh no! What she says is like, "Oh, is that what was going on?" "Yeah, I guess you do understand cats, don't you?"
I think it wants us to follow him.
Yeah, that's very accurate. But oh fuck! And then lo and behold, he follows those cats back to where they're living, and it's the Ichinosegumi house again. It's their main structure in Kyoto, apparently. And fucking Josephine, fucking the hype ass pimp cat shows up again. Also, best girl Nagi, who looks adorable in formal wear. I'm so happy. I'm excited for this. This is great, and I love Josephine, the hype ass pimp cat. He's great. He has a wife called Cindy.
Oh
It's
my god. His wife doesn't even
fantastic.
do anything.
His wife is just there, but like the fact that
He
he
has a
says this is
wife.
his wife, Cindy. I am married. And then it turns out the reason the Kyoto cat left to Tokyo in the first place was because he was cheating on his wife, which is like, why are cats having romantic debacles? Why are we following this? All right, whatever, fuck it. And like the cat, the mother of the kitten punches him in the mouth and goes, "You philanderer, did you go see that slut again?" And then it's like this
He's
is
like,
happening
yeah.
next to him, and he just goes, whatever, fuck it, I don't care." Once again, they all part ways where Sumiyoshi, Mizuno, and Junpei decide they have to go back to the hotel. And Nagi goes away in her car, which, by the way, I have this to say. When the car pulls away, you can hear two dudes say, "Vroom, vroom." It's amazing. Like, the car's pulling off, and instead of, like, sound effects, it's like a person going, "Vroom, vroom."
I
It's
didn't
like,
notice
what the
that.
fuck was that?
I have to watch that again.
Yeah, and then Nagi just gives a speech inside the car that goes like, "Man, I can't believe he came all the way out to Kyoto. That's so weird. We just run into each other. I feel sorry for Mizuno. He's clearly my destiny." And then, like, "Atashi no unmei da." And then she says, "My red destiny" in English. And then, yeah, so fucking Tsumiyoshi, Mizuno, and Kosaka, Junpei just decide, "Oh, wow, it's late. We gotta get back to the hotel." They get to the hotel, nap, and then, go back on their merry way at the end of the trip. Oh, oh man, that was fun. There's something about, like, Josephine the cat going like, "This is my wife, Cindy." And then the car going, "Vroom, vroom." Really, really makes me laugh.
Because cats know how to. I guess they get married and stuff.
I guess
Cats
cats understand the concept of marriage. And
Yeah.
philandering and cheating. I'm
Yeah,
amazed.
that's a great segue to the next episode
Is it
with Michi, the fat cat.
the fat cat who can't catch sparrows, and therefore we have to listen to Buyer number 8 for like the 5th time, showing that he's fat and stupid.
But yeah, he wants to pick up this cat called Sue. I guess she's really pretty because he's a cat. I don't know.
I don't get how cats define attractiveness.
But yeah, so he wants to start working out and asks Junpei to help him because logic. Alright. And then he starts working out with Junpei and they do that music you said before.
No.
The classic.
Before that, he's hanging out with Mizuno the entire time, and because she does all the athletic stuff. He goes, "I don't know fucking how to make a cat exercise. What the fuck does that mean?" And then like he's gonna try to help the cat exercise, and Mizuno shows up and goes, "Fuck you, cat! Hey, what's up, sweetie? How's it going?" Like he just starts immediately throwing himself onto Mizuno, and then does all the dumb shit that she does. And Sumiyoshi doesn't want them to be alone, so then she gets involved in doing. Goes like, "Yeah, today I'm gonna help out the volleyball team, and then the swimming team, and then the track team." And she just starts throwing more and more athletic activities at them. And to the point where, like, in the one day, they've done at least 17 different sports. And fucking Sumiyoshi's dead. And then at the end of the day, fucking Mizuno and Junpei are doing a jog, and Nagi bumps into them. Well, it's like they're having a moment, and they're like, "Hey, you, yeah, I mean, like, and then Nagi goes, "Hey, guys!" And then they just turn over and like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" "I'm jogging." And then Nagi pulls Junpei over. He's like, "Hold on, can we talk for a second?" And he goes, "Hey, can I tell you something?" "What?" "I know what you're doing." He goes, What do you think I'm doing?" And she says, "You're trying to get stronger and better to be a man more worth of my love." And he goes, No, I'm not." And she falls back to the ground again, going, you still hurt me like that. Oh, man, that's hurtful. Oh. But if you can't get your shit together and tell her how you feel, I will make you marry me." He goes, I'll figure it out." And this is that thing we were talking about where we said, hey, the cat steals underwear. Because he spends so much time ignoring the cat goes, "Man, fuck you, I'm gonna get you in trouble." And goes to the girls' locker room, takes Mizuno's bra, and puts it inside of Junpei's book bag.
And replace it for a handkerchief or something.
Yeah, because he said he was going to give her back her handkerchief that she gave him a while ago to use. And, like, also worth mentioning, there's, like, a shot when they go, like, where Sumiyoshi's like, "I'm not coming to school, I'm dead." Where they, like, just show her half-dressed and, like, sweaty and stuff. And it's like, yeah, I get it. She's tired. This is... Okay, show. Okay. And the cat wants to get buffed just for the purpose of getting laid. And you're right about that. It's like, I really want Sue to like me. And that's finally after, like, the whole debacle with fighting the cat. He goes like, "Why would you do that to cat? What have I done to you?" And he goes like, "All you're doing is, talking with that girl. You're not helping me at all." And I was like, "What? What, cat? I want someone to love me too." And he goes, "All right, cat, we're doing it." And then they have a training montage. And then when the thing's done, the cat has, like, a deep, aggressive voice. Earlier it had, like, a soft, kind of wimpy, doughy voice, and now it has, like, a, like, deep, coarse, like, angry man voice. And he and the cat had, like, a deep, wild laughter when they finished their exercise. I go from going, "Hi, buddy, hello." It was like... Wait, cats can get buff? Is that what this is telling me? And it's like they show, like, muscles on the cat. Like, the cat does back flexing.
Junpei's cat was like, it's now a true feline or something like that.
Yeah. Thomas said become a real feline. And it's like, what the fuck? What is going on? Whatever, shut up. And then... And then the cat goes, like, I have to go chase my own love. And then Junpei goes back, and then Mizuno tells everyone, "Hey, so Junpei stole my bra." Because earlier, when he tried to hand her the handkerchief, he pulled out the bra. That's what the cat did, because the cat was an asshole. But hey, whatever. It doesn't matter. So everyone jumps on Junpei and goes, "Did you steal her bra? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Come on, there's, like, I understand you like her, but there's, like, limits to the shit you could do with somebody. That's just monstrous." And he goes, "Well, no, you don't understand. A cat took her bra and put it in my bag." And I go, "What do you think, we're retarded? Stupid. You're full of shit." And then his buddy Haruhiko goes, "Oh, yeah. I saw that yesterday."
Cat take out a bra.
What? He goes, "Yeah, I saw a cat with a bra in its mouth, and it left the girls' locker room, and then it went to the guys' locker room." And I thought to myself, cats really like hunting fish and rats. I guess they hunt after bras now, too. And then everyone just goes, "Oh, okay," and they leave. And it's like, you were... Really? That's it? That's all it takes?
Yeah,
okay.
that misunderstanding's cleared up. The cat took it.
Fucking... They walk past Mizuno. Mizuno's like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "It's okay. We figured out a cat was playing a prank on you." And they go like, "Oh, okay." Like, "Oh, I'm sorry that happened. I guess cats can be weird sometimes." And it's like him and Mizuno just, like, getting really close because Mizuno's now starting to realize how much she likes him. And then it cuts to fucking the now buff true feline cat in the distance watching over the school with this other cat Sue next to him, and she goes, "Now you must chase your own romance." And it's like, okay.
I thought it was more like now it's time for him to be a man.
Yeah,
Find his
exactly.
own path.
That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
same thing.
What the fuck? That's so weird.
But cat calling another guy a man, so okay.
Yeah. I mean, the cat went from soft and doughy to big buff true feline. I don't even know what that means. So, like, yeah. And that was that episode.
Oh god.
It's fucking, like, the best part is the cat training montage. I'll give you that. But, like, everything that leads up to that is so fucking ridiculous. I love
think
this.
the show like kind of stopped caring.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
at the beginning.
Like after episode 2, they're like, or like 4, they're like, all right, fuck it, we could just go now. We can just do it.
Yeah,
Like, they can just
everyone's
fucking-
introduced more or less.
Ah,
So episode 9, Girls in the Water.
it's a Gattori pool episode, baby.
Yeah. Was it mostly just fan service as episode?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm trying to remember what happened.
Well, essentially,
I know there's a cat that got lost, but
oh, that's like one of my favorite parts of the fucking episode. It's mostly just for the purpose of showing girls in swimsuits, but I really like that Nagi just shows up out of the water, sparkling into the sun. Which, by the way, indoor pool because it's winter. So, like, what the fuck? Why would you be outside? But like this, he knocks off Akadi's top, and she covers herself, and he goes like, oh, "I didn't mean to do that." And he's like, "What are you stalking me now? What the fuck are you doing at the pool?" He's like, "I was at the pool with my friends. I don't know what to say." And her sister says, "You can stalk me as much as you want." He goes, "I'm not gonna do that. This is Meanwhile, Sumiyoshi and Nagi have a fight over well, Nagi grabs her boobs again because yeah, she does that. And then Sumiyoshi just flips out and rips open Nagi's like full body swimsuit top, and then it can't close because she ripped it too hard, leading to when they're fighting, her knocking Mizuno into Junpei. They both fall kind of into the deeper end of the water. He grabs her boobs accidentally and then comes back up and he goes, "Okay, well, that was oh jeez."
he does that
goes,
for the rest of the episode. He's
"Well,
just
well,
like, "Did I really?" Okay.
Yeah. He goes, I'm gonna go for a minute. And they go, "Do you want to stick in the infirmary?" He's like, "No, I can do it on my own."
Oh yeah, because his nose is bleeding.
Yeah. Because he just felt the boobs of the girl he has a crush on. Fantastic. Fucking, oh man. Like, by the way, when Nagi shows up, they go, "You're here?" It's like, "Yeah, I even brought the guys who don't have tattoos." It's like, yeah, because they're all fucking yakuza. Fucking yakuza have
And they're just
tattoos.
like watching over her. They're trying to get her swimsuit.
Yeah,
back.
they're just hanging out. They're all like circling her and going like, "All right," with their backs to her, going, "All right, you try your best." It's like, it's not closing. And it was like, "See, Sumiyoshi, you fucked it up." It's like, "What? You started it." But anyway, the second he gets out the water, like a really pretty lady is running, and he goes, "Holy shit!" And then like there's a voice that says, "Hey, young man, do you want to rub oil on me?" And he goes, "Oh boy!" But she runs past him and like works with a weird masochist guy. And she beats him.
That was such a weird.
Yeah. He goes,
side
"What the fuck
character.
is that? Wait, what?" And then he looks down. There's a cat in bushes, and I wrote in big capital letters over here, "Not funny, cat," because that's not cool. What the fuck was that? And I remember the cat responded with, "Well, I heard you hate cats, so I thought you wouldn't listen to me unless I did something like that." It's like, fuck you, cat. Fuck you. It's stupid. I don't understand why some of you are smarter than people and other ones are retarded. Fuck you, cat. Whatever.
But
So,
it worked, so
I mean, yeah. And then the cat says, "I got stuck in here. I don't know how to get out. Please help me. I was looking for water. And your pool is not to drink. Please help me."
the cat said no.
Yeah, so then fucking Sumiyoshi shows up and says, "Do you need what's going on?" And she sees he's trying to help the cat. He goes, "Actually, can you help me out?" She stands on his shoulders, and then they both get the cat outside. Mind you, they had to stand outside for that. which where they give a huge shot of her underboob because yeah, that's the point of this episode. Let's not pretend there's anything else.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't remember.
Yeah. That's why I don't remember anything. But yeah, and that's pretty much fucking it.
Oh god, the next episode.
Yeah, let's do that. Come on. Go for it.
A certain night of events. That was Akari and Katoni. That was their episode. So in the beginning of the episode, you see like a small clip of them fighting a demon cat.
Can we also talk about how they look?
Oh, they're just as magical girls.
Yeah, Maho Shoujo, fuck you. We're doing it.
So yeah, there's a lot more to them.
Why? Why? Fuck you. That's why. We fight ghosts. Shit goes down. Maho Shoujo.
I'd just like to point out they're the daughter of the guy who owns the temple. He doesn't do anything.
Actually, I forgot. In the pool episode, right? Like at the end of it, he got sick because he was stuck outside all that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And fucking Sumiyoshi tried to kiss him when he was knocked out. And so like, he's kind of sick. There's a fat cat, and there's a fat cat that's like, "Hey, my owner's trying to fucking starve me. I go, you mean put you on a diet because you're fucking fat?" He goes like, "Yeah, fuck you. I don't need a diet. This is bullshit. This sucks." And I'm sorry. I was reading back through my notes on this page, and then no. So then he's sick, and he steps outside, and Sumiyoshi comes over to visit him and sort of take care of him, and. Yeah, she acts like a housewife, and I fucking love that. That was really sweet of her, considering how like she goes back and forth between the and go fuck yourself. it's pretty fun. They're like they have a good amount of banter between each other. But yeah, and then like there's a point where he says, "Don't you see they love you? That's why they're trying to make you lose weight, you stupid cat." And he passes out because he has a horrible fever. And Nyamsis, the name of his cat, who was around in pretty much every other episode, goes, "Yeah, fucking funny how you say that to the fat cat, but you won't say that to yourself, because there's someone here who cares about you." And he wakes up after a while where Sumiyoshi left him a plate of food.
Oh yeah, she also tried to kiss him.
Well, as I said before, I said she tried to kiss him while he was knocked out, but like that comes from the fact that he was horribly sick. What I like about her stopping was that she stops because she thinks about Mizuno and how much Mizuno clearly likes him, and then she goes, "I can't betray her like that," and that's what makes her back down. Also, the other episode, you're right, the next one that involves the magical girls. So they're starting with the magical girl thing, and then what?
They're chasing after a demon stray cat, and then they couldn't get it or whatever. Yeah, did anything happen in that episode either?
Oh wow, fuck you. Fuck you. You literally watched this before we started recording, and you don't remember the last 4 episodes?
I remember it was a demon stray cat.
Okay, fine. It cuts to the school, and it's like, oh, they're having trouble in school because, being magical, sort of magical ghost girls, they can't relate to regular people. Akari sees ghosts. Kotori is just weird, so she was fucked from minute 1. Meanwhile, Sumiyoshi does not do great in class because she's lazy, and their other friends also don't do super great in class. Mizuno's super smart. Junpei barely pulls along, and his 2 friends are okay. But yeah, so Sumiyoshi's like, "Oh god, yeah, she's like, I don't fucking want to take this." Naki goes, "Man, I can't believe you're that dumb." Because at least you're pretty. But yeah, and it's like fucking. They have the They go. All right. Well, what do we have to work on now? We have to do a thing about old history. And you're like, huh? Who could we ask about local history? Hey, let's go to the priest and at the fucking temple. And they go to the priest at the temple, wherein he starts telling long-winded stories. Sumiyoshi falls asleep. And Nagi's more interested in the stupid little bits and pieces that are in the back. I was like, "Do you see this? This is a really old instrument. I can't believe people still have this. I've never actually seen one. I want to hear it." And she's like tapping on it while everyone else is trying to do the stupid history report. And Sumiya, she's just asleep, sitting there. Oh fuck! And then like when they're leaving, they go like, "Okay, well that was really informative." And how did Hiko and the priest get really buddy by the time they leave? I remember that because like they're like having a little whisper thing where it's like, "Yeah, and if you do this," and he goes, "I didn't know that. I'll start using that when I pick up chicks." And then how did Hiko goes like, "Yeah, I'll see you later, kids." Huh? It's like, what the fuck happened between? You know what? No, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. They go for a walk. And they go for a walk with the twins, Akari and Kotone, and then like everybody's doing stuff. Sumiyo, she wants to show them how much she's grateful for them, so she wants to buy them little trinkets. And she like buys hair clips, and she goes like, "These look good for twin tails." And that's when Akari goes, "Twin tails?" He goes, "Oh shit, is she gonna buy it for me?" And Junpei goes, "Well, yeah. You see, she does. Although she's a bit rough and she's not exactly always the nicest girl, she does mean well, and she does appreciate what you did for her today." And that's when Nagi does another cute thing, which is like, well, I mean, if we're gonna be buying stuff, I kind of want to buy this. It's for a fashion thing. And then the guys go up to go like, "Ah, that's sweet." Because like, I'm not buying it for me. Shut up. And then Sumiya, she goes, "If you guys are gonna start doing shit, I really will dunk on you." And it's like, okay, I gotta back down now. To which they see a stupid statue. And do you remember the statue?
Yes.
Tell me.
They
Okay, so
Sumiyoshi put some marks on it, and they're like, "What the fuck did you do? Why the fuck would you do
why
that?"
is that bad? Why is it bad? Tell me.
Because you're gonna disrespect the cat god.
Yeah, that's it. The stupid statue. Like it's a manenego. It's like you might see them like in Chinese shops. It's like a cat with waving its hand that has a big coin in its stomach. It's supposed to be bringing good fortune, and it says if anybody fucks with this, you're gonna get cursed and fucked up by this cat. And then Sumiyoshi says, "This cat don't have no whiskers." And meanwhile, Mizuno is terrified of curses because she believes in magic and shit like that. Sumiyoshi pulls out a marker and draws whiskers on the cat. He goes like, "This cat ain't got no whiskers. He's got whiskers now." There you go. And that's
then
when
Akari and Katone just push her off and like do this ritual on the cat.
I love that because she just says meow a bunch of times. Goes meow, 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 meow. She's just saying meow while waving the fucking stick over the cat. Okay, so that's it for the daytime. Then what?
The nighttime. They capture the demon cat.
It turns out that the fucking statue is the demon cat from the beginning.
That was so stupid.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Shut up. Kotone gets her own magical girl transformation where it says she's very in tune with demons. She turns into a devilishly cute girl, and I'm like, that's fantastic. I'm glad we're doing this. Fuck you, Maho Shoujo. Fuck you.
And that never happens again.
Oh, so good. Hey. No, but wait. What happens when they're fighting the cat? Come on. Come on, what happens in this cat fight?
Junpei almost gets hit by the cat, and they end up saving him. And that was it.
Yeah, and? Oh, fuck you! Come on, really? Really? Oh, that's so dumb. Okay, so fucking Akari is the stronger one of the two, but the way she uses her powers, she like eats it in a minute if she uses it. So she uses it, misses, because, gotta save Junpei or whatever, and she's gassed. She's like on the ground, passed out, and he goes, "Oh, what's wrong with your sister?" He goes, "Well, she's really, really good at using her power, but it drains her like instantly. She needs to eat, otherwise she's all fucked up." And he like hands her candy, but like she isn't able to totally eat the candy. And then they're too busy avoiding the cat monster's hits. Then they crash on the ground, and like the candy's between them, and he goes, "I can't reach her because of the cat's using evil magic on me. I know what to do." He puts the candy in his mouth and then feeds her to her.
And they had this moment where the cat was trying to stop him in the forest, but he just kept crawling.
Yep, he just kept crawling because I gotta feed her. like chocolate, otherwise she can't use her powers. And after they
Uh,
feed her mouth to mouth, almost barely not touching her lips,
oh yeah, it was
she
Hachi,
gets
by the way.
up. Yeah. She gets up and fucking murders the shit out of that cat demon. And that was the end of that. Because in the morning she goes like, she's wearing the new clips that Sumiyoshi gave her, and she goes, "You're right. I don't have to distance myself from people. The other people are here to help me." And then she ends up with those nice little school friends. Ah, man, that was oof. That was a thing.
That was
Okie
Magical
dokie.
Girls.
That was Magic Girls. Mahou Shoujo. That was episode 10. Now we're on 11 to 12. Come on. Come on. These are the last two. These are the ones you should remember the best.
I should. Junpei starts his part-time job as a post office man.
Now being forced to work with
The mail lady.
Momochizuki, yeah. Oh, jeez. Also, they had a little party at Nagi's house. Remember?
No.
Fuck you. I feel like I've been saying that a lot this episode. Like, I've said fuck you at least 10 times, I think. But I'm serious, because, like, all of this dumb shit is why I like it so much. They have a little party where, like, Nagi gets drunk on juice. Because she's... according to the father, it's like, yeah, she has a rare condition where she gets drunk on juice. And, like, fucking, so... The thing is, there's, like, a sarcophagus, I have a show for you. She goes into the sarcophagus, comes out dressed like in a really brilliant princess suit with golden wings and a peacock tail, and she starts, well, more like a pheasant tail, and she starts singing awfully. I love it so much, because Kobayashi Yu is so good at singing badly. Because you know she can sing for real, but the point of the gimmick, the point of the joke here is Naki can't sing for shit. And we're going to make it really, really bad. One of my favorite examples is... So, for Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei, she did a song called The Fragile Girl, which is talking about Kaede viewing herself as a fragile girl, but if you know anything about the character, she's a horrible, rancid person. She's mean. She's a hard girl. So, calling her fragile is ironic, I guess, and she, like, yells a lot in the song, doesn't really sing much. It's actually kind of amazing how it's all rough and gritty and mean as shit, and it's, like, antithetical to what the lyrics are supposed to be about. She also did the song for Maria X Holic, which was more like actual singing, although very, very, very uncomfortable if you know what she's saying. Anyway, so she's singing awfully, and like everyone seems to be like, "Oh wow, look at her, she's doing it." Meanwhile, he turns around to see Junpei is talking to Akane and Kotone. I was like, so, like, how are things going? Like, I mean, things seem to be going really well. Yeah, you're really close, aren't you? And he goes, I don't know what you mean. Nagi comes over drunk as shit, red as all hell, drinking juice. And that's when the butler says, yeah, I don't know how she gets drunk on juice. It's weird. She throws herself on him and says, hey, have you, like, changed your mind or something yet? He's like, changed my mind on what? What's going on? He's like, I mean, like, if you married me, you could live here in this nice house and have this fancy sarcophagus. As though he wants the sarcophagus. And she's, like, throwing herself on him, and then, like, Sumiyoshi and Mizuno come over and go like, hey, are you okay? And she goes, Mizuno! She goes from like a really soft, feminine tone to going like back to her vaguely mannish voice and throws Mizuno on the ground. So pretty. God damn, how are you so pretty? And I go, yeah, we should probably get her to bed. Meanwhile, in the background, the Yakuza are doing like a intense drama film where like one of the guys is dressed as a woman and he's crying into another man's arms. And fucking Haruhiko, voiced by Jun Fukuyama, says in English, oh, my Japanese drama. What the fuck was any of that? I love it so much. What the fuck was any of that?
It was kinky.
It's
It was unnecessary.
beautiful is what it was. But I loved every moment of it. So then, yes, Junpei has to get a job. because the sisters are like, you should probably pay for the broken statue. He goes, you're right. Show us your feelings. Show us your honestness through your feelings, and that's what makes him go, I should get a job.
Yeah.
He gets the job, everyone's doing stuff, and like Sumiyoshi drags him on a date and says, fuck you, we're going on a date, essentially. And she's like arguing with herself
Oh yeah, she
whether
gave him free
she
cake.
Yeah, she gave him a free cake and basically told him we're gonna go on a date. Are you free this day? And he's like, because like when he's going out and doing his mail job, which by the way, when he got the mail job, the mail lady, Momochizuki, sent him what looked like a love letter, and he goes, that's not fucking funny. My sister and mom are being really weird about this now. And he was like, it's fine. But yeah, and he's giving everyone this stuff. So he goes to Sumiyoshi's place and delivers the tickets to a movie that she won. And then she goes, hey, what are you doing on that day? It's like, I mean, it's like, you're not doing shit. We're going on a date. He goes, oh, okay. They end up shopping around a bunch of stuff. And she grabs a swan out of the water, which that made me laugh. It reminds me of from Malmusu. Do you remember when all the girls are investigating someone who sent a death threat to Kimito, the main guy?
Yeah.
Right? And they're going on pseudo dates. There's a scene where Tio Nisha, the Oni, the tall blonde chick with the horn, she's watching them at the fucking aquarium, and she just has a dolphin in her arms, and the dolphin's like panicking and like freaking the fuck out, like, please put me back in the water, please put me back in the water. And then like a lady goes, you should really not take the dolphin. Goes like, but I wanted to pet him. Like, it reminds me of that, where like they were walking by a lake. She saw a duck or like a swan and just grabbed it out of the water and is holding on to it. And like Junpei is clearly like, you should probably put that swan back. She's like, it's so cute. I was like, that's unhealthy for the animal. But yeah, so they go see the movie, and then Junpei starts looking around his room for the Nemesis doll that Sumiyoshi gave him when they were kids. And then when they go see the movie, he pulls out the doll. She goes like, you still have it? He goes, I told you I didn't throw it away. I didn't give it away. Why'd you bring it? He goes, well, they said they give you a cute little strap if you bring a cat-related item, because the movie's about a cat, because everything in this fucking show's about cats. So
Yeah.
He shows them the doll of Nemesis, and he gives her the phone strap, and then they bring up why she made the doll to begin with, which is back when they were kids, they found Nemesis, and he's allergic to cats. And he's a soft fella, so like he cried because he's like, I'm your owner, but I can't pet you, and I'm sorry. I know you probably want some affection from me or something. And Sumiyoshi goes, it's okay. I'll play with her for the both of us. And then Sumiyoshi goes home and makes him a little Nemesis doll and says, even if he can't play with the real Nemesis, he can play with this, and that'll make him happy. And that's why she was really, really pissed when she thought he gave away the Nemesis doll. So yeah, and now she goes, oh, he didn't give it away. Oh, he's a really nice guy. And then she watches as he like is really into the movie and cries when the cat is having a sad moment. And yeah, and I was like, yeah, all right, he's emotional. I get that. I know that a lot. And then while they're sitting there, Sumiyoshi goes, you know what? I do like him, but I think I'm good. I think we can just be friends and I'll be fine. Because he really likes Mizuno, and I don't want to take that from him. I think I'm happy here. And I was like, okay, all right, and that's how that episode ends. And now we're on the last episode.
Yeah.
Which, Isaiah, come on, you're telling me you don't remember?
Okay, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. Alright, so we'll have and wait. Episode 12, last episode. So the episode starts with Junpei realizing he has cat ears in the post office, and he's just like collapsed on the bathroom ground in the post office. So the two magical girls, Akari and Katone,
I like that we're just gonna call them the magical girls now.
that's what they are. Right?
That's what they are, actually. We can't pretend they're not.
They went the stalker one. I think it's Katone.
Yeah, it's Katone. Black ribbons, yes.
She likes misfortune and stuff. She put a GPS in him, right? So she takes the GPS out of her heel and is like, "Oh, I know where he is. He's by the post office men's bathroom."
Well, he starts sneezing because he has the cat ears on. He's like, "There's no cat around here. Why the fuck am I sneezing? Oh god, oh god!" And then he sees he has cat ears all of a sudden. Well, why does he have cat ears, Isaiah?
Because he's not doing the curse. He's not doing the good deeds for the curse.
Even more so than that, Mizuno.
Mizuno's like, I think he might be cursed by a cat. Oh no.
Yeah. Well, he was having a chat about being cursed by a cat, and then she goes, "He's cursed by a cat?" And because she's the only one who fucking believes that kind of shit, she truly believes he's cursed by a cat, which means technically someone found out about him being cursed by a cat. So, now he's turning into a cat, slowly but surely.
I can't believe I just said the sentence.
Amazing. He turns into a cat. Oh, yeah. Baby. They said it at the beginning. That like the first episode is like, and if you don't do anything, you'll turn into a cat. But like, I never thought they would fucking push on it. I never thought they'd go like, yeah, no, for real. Fuck it.
He's gonna be a cat.
Gonna be a cat.
So Katone and Akari, Akari distracts the post office man by saying something about like the mission is here. I don't know, some fantasy.
No, she says like I need to speak to the god Nyan, whatever. She like puts Nyan in front of whatever some stupid fake name, and then they go like, "Oh no, weird crazy psychic girl," and she goes like, "I have been told that their location is here." While she's annoying them with dumb weird bullshit, that Akari sneaks past to the bathroom. Yeah, it's not even like the mission is here. She says some long-winded thing about a cat god and how she can only communicate with him from here. And everyone's like, what the fuck is happening?
Literally everybody was distracted. Like,
yeah, which, I mean, to be fair, if you're working and then a person comes in and goes, I need to speak to my Lord and Savior, the pasta. What? What the fuck are you talking about? You kind of want to see what's going on. Yeah, it's here. Like, you kind of want to give it a look to make sure nothing bad happens.
Yeah. So yeah, they get him out, and then he's gonna be hiding underneath their temple, because you know that's where they live and stuff. Okay, whatever. But they give him cat food, because he's turned into a cat, you know. And I think Mizuno calls for him.
Mizuno calls him, yes.
Yeah, he's like, wait, I know how to save this. We could just tell Mizuno it was all like, the curse has been revoked. Yada yada yada. So he puts on this dumb hat, and
I love that hat. That hat's so dumb. That hat's great. That hat's dumb, and therefore it is great.
So he puts on the hat. They go back to the cat shrine. I forgot what it's called. But they go back to it and saying, oh, the two twins in Mizuno say, oh, he might be cursed. Let's uncurse him.
Yeah, to try to convince her that maybe the curse is over, therefore she doesn't believe it exists.
So yeah, then she totally believes, oh, the curse has been lifted because two magical girls, the two temple girls totally saved them by doing the ritual. Yeah. And then Nagi comes up and is like, hey, Junpei.
What's with that hat?
What's with that hat? And then she just rips it off and is like, oh.
He has cat ears. Oh, shit. Better than that is that fucking, the two friends show up, Haruhiko and the other guy. Haruhiko's dressed as, like, this weird cyborg ballerina.
Oh, yeah.
And then they go like, oh, hey, did you see Junpei? Cool costume. And he runs past her and goes like, hey, guys, I gotta go. Bye. And they're like, what costume are you talking about? Nagi's wearing the same thing she wore at the party for the little show. And they're like, oh, you didn't hear? And Nagi takes out a sign and says it's a costume competition to win a prize. And then the guys go like, why are you competing? It's unfair. You have money. You can just buy a good costume. And she's like, please, I can't just let this kind of stuff go. And it's like, what? Meanwhile, Junpei runs to the park because, oh fuck, this is where we go when I'm scared.
Yeah.
And what happens to him?
Mizuno's like, oh, I think I should really start confessing to Junpei or whatever. I'm trying to remember why she did that. But yeah, when he goes to the park, he ends up turning to an actual cat.
Well, my favorite thing is he looks down and his hand is a paw.
Oh yeah, when he was walking to the park.
Yeah,
it was
he
just a
gets to the
cat paw.
park. He looks down and it's just a cat paw, and he goes, "Oh shit!" Like all of this dumb harem shit, and then I turned into a cat. Oh shit! It's like it's a cat paw. Oh fuck! And then when Mizuno shows
good.
up, he goes for cat. He's just a cat now. He's a cat with his hairstyle.
Yeah. That's how you know it's him.
So you know it's him.
But yeah, he starts getting dizzy, and he's like, "Oh, I'm allergic to cats. I think I'm gonna die." I wish I could see Mizuno
One last time.
And
she goes to the park and goes, "Oh, hey, what's going on? Oh, poor kitty, what's wrong with you?" And she picks him up.
She was looking for Junpei too. That was the worst part.
Yeah.
And she got distracted by cats again.
Got distracted by cats. She loves cats. She loves cats. She loves animals. She has all those dogs. Oh, by the way, when she's telling the dogs, like, I feel like the longer I wait, the more he'll go away from me, because like Kanako has feelings for him, and Kanako being Sumiyoshi, and I should just tell him now and get it out in the open. That's why she wanted to get it out in the open. She knows Sumiyoshi has feelings for him, even though Sumiyoshi like backed down really hard, because when Sumiyoshi runs into fucking Mizuno, she gives her a kick and just take it on the house. That's because Sumiyoshi feels kind of bad that she technically dragged Junpei out on a date. But yeah. And then she goes, I should just tell him how I feel. And then the dogs are barking, and the dogs get subtitles that say, "You do it, big sister."
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, alright, dogs. Okay. Fuck it. They get it. And then, yeah, he turns into a cat. She sees the cat. She goes, "What's wrong with you, little kitty?" And she picks it up, and it's like him. And he goes, "No, the more I think about it, the more I realize how ridiculous it would be for him to be cursed by cats." You know, he loves cats so much. He's been so nice to them. She remembers all the moments where he's done shit for cats that she's been around for, and how he yelled at her and shit over that. It was like, he loves cats. Actually, I don't know why I think a cat would ever curse him. He's so nice to everyone. He's a great guy, and that's why I love him. And then he, in a very bright, brilliant light, he stops being a cat, and he runs into the bushes, and then he comes up as a naked dude. Because he stopped believing in the curse. So it doesn't matter anymore. And it's like, well, okay then. And then
finally, I'm not a cat. Thank God.
There's a shit ton of cats in the park, and they all circle him. And then the opening theme starts playing. And she goes like, "Junpei?" Goes like, "Yeah, hey, what's up? This is weird." And then the guys show up, like Nagi and the two friends, and they go like, "Hey, is this where you are?" And he goes like, "Hey guys, why are you naked?" "Oh, were you in the middle of changing for the costume contest?" He's costume contest. Nagi pulls out the sign and he goes, "Yeah, I was totally getting changed for the costume contest." And Sumiyoshi, after she said, like, "I wonder if I could find a new love," and just give up on Junpei, and she sees him naked and drop kicks him and goes, "You fucking jerk pervert. I can't let anyone have you but me. I have to watch over you for your life now." And he goes, "I don't understand what's happening." And then he starts getting his shit pushed in by Sumiyoshi, and then dogs show up and to start biting him. And then fucking Nagi just says, "Hey, you, D-Cup girl, let me in on this," and she just jumps in. I love her so much. What the fuck is up with her? Why is she so great? Oh man. And then yeah, that's kind of it. That's the end of the encore.
Alright, I want to talk about Best Girl.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, I think it's a tie between Nagi and Katone.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised because you very rarely have so much interest in the stalkery kind of girls. Like
I don't know, I like this one.
Almost every other time a girl like that comes up, you're like, I don't know, that feels weird to me. So it's interesting that on this one you're like, nah, I'm in though.
I don't know.
I do really
She's
like
just
her,
so
but
open about it.
yeah,
Like,
I do like that. I love that she had the tracking device heel in her heel. Like there's a part where they go like, "You have a tracking device on him. Don't fucking pretend you don't. Just please pull it out so we can find him. And then she takes off her shoe and takes off the heel of her shoe. And Akane just goes, "Is that where you've had it this entire time?" And she like pulls up an antenna and
Yeah.
puts it to her eyes and goes like, "Yep, yep, here he is."
He's in the post office.
He's in the post office. I'll
Oh.
admit, I'm really fond of Sumiyoshi. Nowhere near as much as Nagi. Nagi's way too fun. Holy shit! Every time
Nagi's
she shows
really
up, it's a show.
Yeah.
Every single time. I love that she got drunk on juice. What was that? Why? For who? She reminds me a lot of like Rakne, you know?
Mhm.
You know how like Rakne like is really playful and straightforward, but like ultimately she keeps her real sincere feelings kind of hidden through all that other stuff?
Until she drinks coffee.
Yeah, exactly. And like Nagi was kind of the same way, where most of the time she just says, "Oh, I'll help you get together with Mizuno because I know you really like her." But when she's given a chance to just say, "Yeah, but like, what about me though?" she'll do it because she does genuinely like him. She just feels that it's more important to make sure that he's happy than it is for him to be with her. And I like that about her. And then she's just so fucking goofy.
Yeah,
It's
she's like a
like-
really good mix of chill and goofy.
Yeah, she's so
Interesting.
goofy. It's fun. It's funny. Like at the beginning, she shows up and you're like, "Oh, is this just gonna be like a dude? He's gonna be fighting for the whole thing?" I was like, "Nah, not even." Because like the opening shows, yeah, that's gonna be a girl whether we like it or not. It's fucking so like all the girls wear like skirts because that's part of their school uniform, right? Naki wears track pants under the skirt because she's clearly not comfortable showing her legs off.
Yeah.
That's-
I think she pulls off the tomboy outfit pretty well though.
Yeah, oh, it looks great. I remember when you were doing the apartment thing. I mean the apartment thing. I meant the amusement park thing. She had the like office lady look down to a T. I thought it looked great.
Yeah, that's
She-
the
she
thing I
had,
like
like-
about the show. They always have different outfits. It's
Yeah,
really,
they have really nice outfits too. Like I love Junpei's jacket. Junpei's jacket's dope. I wish I had a jacket like that.
also,
You know the one with like the fur trim around the parka?
Mhm.
Yeah, that shit looks dope.
I think it's Brian's coat. Brian Fury. Tekken.
It does look like Brian Fury's code. Oh, you're right. It does look really nice. I happen to really like Sumiyoshi, honestly. Like I feel that her genuine affection for him and their little banter shows that they've known each other for a very long time.
It's very hard to pick like a
Yeah,
second
there's-
best girl on the show
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they're all
like
pretty good.
they're all pretty good. Even Mizuno has like fun, goofy things about her, like her love for Yakuza movies and
It's just
shit.
cats, like no,
Yeah,
I'm really
like
into cats.
the way she's with the animals is really funny.
And the
I
last
feel like the
episode,
only
she
one
had
who-
to stop herself. She's
Yeah,
like,
she
no,
like
Junpei
thought
said
about
this.
it. It was like, no. Remember when he yelled at me? He clearly loves cats. There's no way a cat god would curse him. He loves cats. He's so nice to cats. It's like, is that really what we're gonna base that on? How about the fact that maybe curses don't exist? You don't know that. You didn't see the magical girls fight the cat ghost. You don't know that ghosts exist. You're just believing that on nothing. We know that ghosts exist based on this because they're fucking magical girls.
Magical
you're
girls
right.
always change outfit. That was nice too.
Yeah, that was. I like the way Sumiyoshi dresses when she was like relaxing. It was nice. Like when she went on the date,
Mhm.
like it looked like a really nice outfit, genuinely. But yeah, the amount of fan service in this show is not negligible. Like it's there. It's more of a standard harem in that way.
Even the post office lady, when in the full
She gets a
episode,
lot.
they were just cutaways of her in the swimsuit.
Yeah, like they just caught away to her, and like there was that one where he had her top undone, and she's like pushing it up against her chest, and it was like, "Why? You're not even here. What are we doing?" And it's like mature lady. Yeah, all right, fuck it, whatever. Doesn't matter. Does it? No. Shut up.
Don't
think
you
she's
guys
hot?
want
Fuck
this?
it. Yeah, exactly. It's like that. Ah, but this was a really good show. I enjoyed this. I'm not
very
even gonna
fun.
put. Yeah, like it's not one of those like it's so well written and blah blah blah. Like we're never gonna be those guys because that's not what this show is about.
No.
No,
Well, maybe.
I know
later.
it's not fancy. I mean, like when we're talking about shows with substance, right now
Yeah.
we're talking about what is essentially pastry,
Yes.
and pastry's not about fucking nutritional value, my man.
All right. So I think it's
All
that
right.
time. Where we
Yeah,
say
it's
what we
that
think
time
the food is. Do you want to
to
go
compare it
first?
to food, baby. Oof. I'm thinking about it. Did you already have one in mind?
Yes, I did.
Go
I was
for
gonna
it.
call this funnel cake with extra sugar.
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay. Lay it on me. Explain.
This whole show is very fun. Like amusement park, like the amusement park episode is like a perfect like overview of the whole show.
Yeah.
It was like just
It's got its
people
goofy,
hanging
it's
out
got
and
its
having fun.
romance. Yeah.
And you usually have funnel cake at an amusement park, right?
Okay, so because the amusement park episode is very formative of the entire show's tone, that funnel cake in being a very present thing at an amusement park, it kind of works together on the double tone there. Yeah, I
Yeah.
see what you're saying. I
And
like
also
that. I
it's
do
fun
like.
to eat. Like it's different than every other type of cake because you have to like
Yeah.
pick at it.
Yeah, it's not like a hard cake. It's more like you get pieces of it, and it's like made in a way where you can just rip off chunks and enjoy at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking of something that would have like a lot of sweetness to it, but that there's it sort of changes its flavor. Because let's not pretend that the first couple of episodes are anywhere near as crazy as the last three. Like the last three just go ape shit.
They just stopped caring.
Last three episodes, like magical girls and turning into a cat, and just like fuck it, let's go. And like the pool episode, like the last four are like punch you in the that's what I mean. Like, it starts more like the amusement park episode, and it's like it's pretty subdued. It's not pushing too much, but like, by the time you get to episode 9, and like episode 9 is just fan service, and then like episode 10 is just magical girl bullshit, and then episode and episode 11 is just a heavy romance. Like it feels like it went from having a very nice mix to just tossing them all in, like full force. And I'm trying to think of something that like it might not taste strong at first, but like it has a thick aftertaste. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's what I mean. Because like what I remember best about this show is actually that joke that the cat makes about like, "Hey, young man, want to rub oil on me?" Like when I think of Nyan Koi, that's the first thing I think of.
You know what? It could be
Probably
like a
because-
refreshing soda.
yeah, it could be like a
I think it's
soda.
more like a beverage.
Could it be more like a beverage?
Oh, Yocha?
Oh, like the honey one?
Mhm.
The honey ota? Yeah. Yeah, that is good. But does it have enough of an aftertaste? No, it just feels smooth going all the way down. You know what? This
Alright.
this might seem a little out of character, considering we said food, but honey Jack Daniels.
Oh.
Hear me out. It's really
Almost.
smooth. It's really balanced, right? That's how you start off. But the more of it you have, the drunker you get, and the more off the rails things can end up.
Okay,
Huh?
that's pretty good.
You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because like at first it's like, oh, okay, we're just setting things up. It's a regular harem thing. It's a little gimmick. It's not too much. And then like episode 9, bam, everybody's in swimsuits. Episode 10, bam, magic girls. Episode 11, bam, hard romance. All about it. Episode 12, fuck it, I'm a cat. Like it gets really wild by the end of it.
Okay,
And
I agree with that.
Taste-wise, it's very smooth and very nice. And then, but eventually it built, you know.
Especially since we know somebody that gets pretty wild on it.
I don't know if we're supposed to say that, but yeah, you're right.
Well, we
You're
are supposed to
100% right on that.
mention who this manga is. I mean, this.
But yeah, the name of this show
The name of
was
the
not
show.
our invent. We spit up a bunch of stuff. I said restaurant. Well, no, you said restaurant, and I was like, I feel that's a bit overt. And I said like buffet, and we just kept bouncing between shit. I like diner. A friend of ours said diner, and then our very good friend Miss Kalila Baker said, "What about palate?" And I'm like, that's fucking gold. I'll tell you what, we might have like started this, but we probably wouldn't have done anywhere near as good if we couldn't come up with a way to pinpoint our gimmick. And
Yeah.
to her, we tip our hats in the least loser way possible. No milady here.
Thank you, Kalila.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's it for this one. I feel like we went on for a while.
Well, you know, it's
This
way
is-
better than the Gashi. So.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun this time. The Gashi, we sounded sad.
Oh god.
Like a lot of it was just going like, versus this time we were like laughing. Before, when we laughed, it was more laughing at each other than at the show.
Or like the show did something so bad.
Yeah, this is fun. Aren't you glad I had you watch Koi? Well, that's it for the show. We'll be back when we're gonna be back. Might I say, if you liked what we were talking about, you want to watch it yourself, see how much fun it is, you should. And I mean, you get it. If you're still listening, get it. It's been 2 hours. I hope you still get it.
I think they
Bye.
got it.
Yep. Bye bye.